everyone, my name is Tersy Akpata. I am on the Creative Joint, so keep watching.
Yo, what's up guys? Your main man here, JayDany from Criptonx Studios. Welcome to the Creative Joint. So in today's episode, I have an amazing and super talented video vixen, fashion model, and actor. Amongst her best and most recent jobs include Wura, Ralph and Brenda, Unscripted, Sin, and the list goes on and on and on and on. I'm talking of none other than Tersy Akpata. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Good to see you. You're looking pretty and,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome to the show. So, as an actor, how did you make this decision of just one day deciding to be an actor? How did it happen?
Well, that was actually something. As a child, I never thought I would end up being an actor. I actually wanted to be a barrister,
Oh.
Yes. Okay. But I have some kind of background in the arts, entertainment, and everything. But, the perceptions in our settlement where we have people aspiring to be doctors, barristers, lawyers, engineers. And yeah, I also was caught up in that space too, but trust me, I had no intention of saying, oh, Tersy, I'm going to be an actor in future. That never came up as a child.
So at what point did you know that you could really do this? And
I've always...
You've always
done this.
Okay. Oh.
No, it was already a thing. Like
at what
right
point?
From church.
Oh, from church.
Oh yes, the drama group. I remember there's this period in church we had a play. This Herod story and all that. And there was this particular part where I had to play 3 characters in the same play. So I'll just quickly go rush, change come back.
Costume,
and I played King Herod.
You don't
dressed as a boy, and I played Elizabeth. Yeah, in still part of the story because we had different segments, and I also played Salome because at some point we had to come out and then dance, and I had to run out again. It was tasky, but I did that, as a committed choir and of course drama group young girl.
All right, that's amazing. So at what point did you, of course, starting from church drama group to, at what point did you have what you would call my first big break? Where would you say like you really got your first big acting role in maybe a movie or sitcom that you really...
Well, when I started off, I was still in school. I think then I was writing my project, and it wasn't like a professional thing, but when I started acting professionally, that would be with the movie Loud. There's this cinema project that happened in 2019. That's what actually brought me to Lagos, and I did that. And of course, I did this. There's this story, A Million Miles to Cheat, back then in Abuja. I starred in it. I actually had a lead role paid for it, and I auditioned there in Abuja, and that particular project now brought me to Lagos, and I did Flip of Love, the one you mentioned. And yeah, it was directed by Director Chris and NG. It was an amazing story till today. If it shows on Rock Studios, I still get people who send me a DM. I'm like, oh Tess, I saw this stuff, Flip of Love, and you play the character Ify. I love, and I'm always excited. I'm like, okay. When I started off, it wasn't like big, but then you could still do something and get paid a considerable amount for it. Until today, people watch these shows and they still find it very interesting. So yeah.
Okay, so that's when the journey truly started.
Yes.
And that's when you realize, oh, I can actually be making a living out of this.
Oh, yes.
Of course, because as creative, when you really put out your very best or put out yourself into what you're doing, and you then maybe at some point you are not seeing the commensurate financial accompaniment. You know, it can actually be draggy. But you're mentioning this is where you actually got paid for a project. I can tell that actually motivated something inside of you.
Oh yes, it did. It did.
Okay, that's a good story. So for you as an actor, what's that particular most challenging part of being an actor? And of course, the rewarding part, like we're just saying, the money part.
So for me, I don't know, when we talk about this word challenging, I would attribute challenging to when I was doing 9 to 5, because first I didn't love what I did as a means of survival.
Okay.
You know, I'm staying long hours in the office, I'm sitting down making numerous calls, trying to like get clients for the company via phone. It was really like, it wasn't my space. So that was like a huge challenge for me. But when you talk about acting, my God, we're on a different level, because this is something that I love. I love this thing.
I see how you're smiling there.
Thank you. Like, so to me, every single chance I get to put out my work, like to deliver a quota in a particular story, it's like a dream come true for me. There is no small role when it comes to me, because that's why when people are trying to negotiate, you know how producers can be say, Tersy, this one are just small role.
What
are you talking about?
That's
what do you mean a small role? Because at the end of the day, it is still 1,000% I'm still going to give to this character. So there is no small role, you know. So acting for me is a very fulfilling thing when I see a script, especially when I find that character a bit different from what I'm used to. I'm like, oh wow, this is quite interesting. We can definitely dive into it. So the fulfilling part is being able to be true to that character and being able to separate Tersy Akpata from that character. It's a huge accomplishment, and like you said, imagine doing what you love to do and something they drop. Oh shit!
Hey, that's the most exciting part. Oh, no. So well done.
Thank you.
And as an actor, of course, you get to play different characters.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I'm not very good with when it comes to remembering the titles or like each character that one plays in a movie, but I can tell you, there's a movie you were very vicious, you know, as a character. So the question then is, how do you strike a balance between, you know, you being the Tersy Akpata good girl, and in some cases you play a character very vicious and, you know, a character that you are not in real life? So how do you strike that balance of being this person and then differentiating yourself from the character?
For me, when I get a script, like, that is why when we talk of challenges, I put it as projects for me. I see a particular project and this has to be executed. And I have been chosen for it and I connect with it, and I definitely want to do my bit, you know. So what I do is I do my first reading and I do a little research by asking questions as to if I can get access to the writer to actually hear from the writer, that would be amazing. But if I cannot get that, I would rather talk to the director to know his vision for the character. And from there, we build a family, we build a scope, we build a psychology of, you know, of thoughts that guide the particular character. That way we can separate my personal lives from that character's life. So you can see a character and she's so like all over the place. She's wild, or she's evil, or she's bitter. She's vicious. You know, very vicious, you know. Yeah, she can do and undo, which is definitely not the kind of person Tersy is. So I would like to, okay, let me say, I have grown from a stage of not judging a character, because I remember there were times where I would judge my character in some of the projects I've done. I'll be like, why is this character like this? Which kind of baby this one? Which kind of human being? So, but I learned over time, this is reality. This is somebody else's life. You don't have to judge. Step into it, and when you step into it, you understand why these people behave the way they do. And if you don't judge a character, you become that character. It helps you to execute it, and you give nothing but the best, you know. Of course, we keep learning every single day, but for every single project, I make sure that I research and I try as much as I can to reduce the amount at which I judge, because if I judge my character too much, I might not be able to to do justice. I'll be, my personal life as Tersy will be conflicting who this character is. Yes.
Okay, that's cool to hear. So has there been a character that you played, you know, in the course of your acting career that you would say, you know, is in sync or was in sync with your personality as Tersy Akpata?
Have they? Well, a couple. Yeah, there's some characters I've played. Okay. They share traits.
Exactly.
Once, yeah.
You want to mention the name of the movie and the character?
Oh, Ewa. Ewa is an amazing girl. She's very bubbly. I like the bubbly side, and I think I'm also bubbly, right?
Okay.
And although she's very, very bold in the sense that she doesn't care. She can. I may not claim to be that bold, but I know she's very passionate about friendship. She loves her friends so much, and she would definitely not want anybody to say anything evil about her friends. She's always like, she trusts her friends. So even when she gets betrayed, it's a big shock, you know, for her. And the friendship to me is also something I hold dear.
You can
I don't take my friends for granted. I don't take my family for granted. I might not say it as much as I should, or I might not profess it to them as much as I should, but they know in their hearts that I love them so much and I care about them, and I want nothing but the best, you know, for them.
So it's actually amazing to know that I always put myself in a shoe that, if I'm to act a character, you know, there's definitely some trait of this character that I might possess. So it's good to know that you've actually acted out yourself in some part, you know, of being an actor generally. So as creatives, we definitely get inspiration from in different sources. You know, it could be like actors that we actually respect that are maybe up there already. Could be from different sources. For you as a creative person, where do you get your inspiration from? What are the people that inspire you in the industry currently?
Do you see actors? I respect every single actor out there.
Yeah.
Like, how do I put this? I have seen actors that have shown level of patience. Acting teaches me, like, it teaches me a lot of patience. And I know that a lot of actors, they have patience, like they have it in abundance. I've been in a situation where we come on set like this, things are just going upside down.
Yeah. Different from
things are just going, and you've not shot one scene. And you are sitting right there. You see other colleagues of yours were all seated right there. Just some people that have a car will just enter their car on AC, press their phone and be chilling.
Yeah.
And then some will just be gisting, some will just order stuff, be eating, some will just maybe start making calls and just to keep themselves busy. And you know, I think it's not just actors, filmmakers as a whole.
Of course.
So if a filmmaker cannot see a true filmmaker, when you see them, you would know them. They would motivate you to be like, God, which kind love where this person gets for a work like this.
Because they want you to do the very best.
Patience, resilience, they keep going. They just keep going and keep going and keep going. And you've seen people give like their 110% commitment to a cause. I see that in a lot of filmmakers. It's not just actors. They put in everything. Like for people watching me right now, they will understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, like every filmmaker, creative person out there, they give their soul to this cause. Like everything. They just want it to look good.
You just have to.
It doesn't matter whether not your job or not be your job, but the fact that you're a part of the production, whether you're behind or you're on screen, you just want that job to come out good. Yeah. But maybe there are others who might be nonchalant, but I've come across a lot of people that put in nothing but 110%. Even when they've attained a lot of heights, you'll be like, how are these people this humble? How are they still calm and collected? It's inspiring.
It inspires you to
God have mercy. Yeah. It's inspiring. So any chance you get to do your own bit in that space, you just want to give nothing but your own best at that point and hope that the next person is also thinking the same thing. They shouldn't just feel like they are doing you a favor or anything. They should also feel that, okay, this person is bringing their soul to it. I need to bring a part of my soul, and we can build something very beautiful for people to see and appreciate. So
I like your passion. You know, she's really passionate and verve about all she's talking about. It tells that someone we have in the studio today is not just one of those creative, but she's truly passionate about what she does, and I can feel the passion in every word you say. You know, so the character Ewa, was it the one I was describing as vicious?
No.
She didn't. No. I'm
She's just a lively.
Yeah. So talk to us about the character Ewa, that you played.
Ewa is a sweetheart. She's a vibe. God have mercy. Ewa has so much energy. And that energy part, I would say, they have affiliation with Tersy, because I know I have so much energy, because people around me tell me, why are you always happy? What are you happy about? You know, because I mean, I have so much energy in me. God's given energy.
And the positivity generally, of course, you have to be positive in life, you know, about life for you to have
exactly. I'm very positive, actually. Maybe positive to a fault, but yeah, I really believe in possibilities, and I believe that things will always be fine. Just relax, everything will do all right. I know if you're close to me, you would know I say that a lot. Everything will do all right. Do you get? So Ewa is energetic to the core. God have mercy. It's like her battery is always charged, you know.
Like 100%.
And playing Ewa pushed me so much in such a way that I enjoyed working out before going on set, and I had the workout partners
I saw that. I always posted. I was like, look at this chick. She's now a workout.
Thank you. It really helped, because I knew that when they say action, my character would just keep she would go. So me, as I say, I have to be filled with enough energy to sustain that tempo from how it is, because every single scene, whether she's saying something or not, her countenance would definitely be giving vibe. So when we say vibe, that babe is a vibe mama. Vibe 247 all day, every day.
And she's bringing that vibe right here into the studio, and we can feel it.
When I'm talking about her,
and we love it. I see the passion. When you're talking about Ewa. All right, so in the movie, what was your favorite scene that you could recall that, you know, while you were shooting this particular film? Do you have a favorite scene, or, I mean, there must have been some scene that you think, oh, this was fly, you had more experience, better experience, it was less challenging or something?
Every scene was special for my character, because I was either supporting someone, or I was either pushing a narrative, or I was either taunting someone in a way, funny way, you know, always, you know, looking out for her friends. And I think I have a favorite scene. There's this scene, in fact, there are other favorite scenes. There's some scenes you guys haven't seen yet. So, but there's this, let me talk about the ones that you guys have seen. There's a scene at the, at the police station. God have mercy.
Okay.
There's a scene at the police station where we're trying to like advocate for them to free Dimeji. That's when Dimeji got arrested, and this is my best friend's love, you know. And for the police to hold him down for no reason, we're all just crazily. I think my character was just extra in the fact that we want Dimeji to be released, and sometimes she like overhypes the whole thing, so she went overboard in that scene, and it was quite exciting. And I remember while we're shooting, I had to like, I was on top of my voice all through that scene, and we did like multiple takes. So at the end of the day, I loved what I saw. When I saw this scene, I was just laughing. It turned out amazing. And there are a couple of scenes, the scenes at Wura's house when I go for the party, you know, invited by Molara. There are a lot of favorite scenes. Yeah.
Oh, smiling. Look, hold that thought and that energy. We're going to come back talking about Wura the more, but we're going to go into a quick game segment before we do that.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, like I mentioned before, if you're still thinking about subscribing to this channel, you're sitting on a very long thing. All right. So kindly do so. Hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, tell us what you think about the show and what your expectations are generally. All right. So, are you ready? The game is called the quickfire segment.
Okay.
It's very simple. Just 2 roles in 60 seconds.
Are you going to have a timer there?
We're going to have a timer, yes,
okay.
of course. So
cool.
In 60 seconds, you're going to be able to answer as many questions as possible.
Okay.
I think we have 15, 16 questions.
Okay.
Now, the second rule is if there's any question you can't find an immediate answer to, you can say pass.
Okay.
All right. That's the only time we can move to the next question.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Timekeeper, you ready?
Don't come and spoil it and say I failed though. I beg you. I never fail like this.
We will start. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So if you could trade lives with any character you played, which character will it be?
She's a detective.
You have to be fast.
Yes. I played a detective.
Detective,
really,
okay.
Yeah.
Also, if you can have any superpower in real life, what
appear and disappear, please. Thank you.
Oh, there she. All right. What's the most embarrassing moment you've had on set?
Okay, I dressed up for a scene and they now told me, Tersy, your trousers don't tear for you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your go-to food, to have while filming?
Go-to food?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Nothing.
Pass?
Pass.
That's a pass, okay. If you could star in any remake of any classic film, which would it be?
Must it be Nigerian?
It doesn't have to.
Colombiana.
All right. If you could have dinner with any fictional character in any movie, which would it be?
Fictional character?
Yeah.
Was it Snow White?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever kept any props or costume from a set as a souvenir?
No.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
I thought you were the bad girl.
No.
Okay. What's the most unexpected skills you've had to learn for a role? Time is going. Okay.
That's it now.
That's a skill?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite way of unwinding, after a stressful day of filming?
My dear, I just want to sleep.
Sleep?
Sleep.
Okay, choose between the two. A chance to act with your favorite actor or $10 million.
$10 million, my darling, because that $10 million, I go carry them, arrange with one of these big production company. We go bring my favorite actor, go pay him money from that $10 million. I want to achieve it.
A typical Nigerian babe answer, and the time is up. All right, guys. So, that was expected generally, those kind of answers, and we already know Nigeria say we need to carry last, right? So Nigeria babes. Okay, so let's move to Wura. You talked about the role that you played and how challenging, it has been and the experience generally. What other movie would you think that, beside Wura, that you've acted that is really there you can connect with on a personal level?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's this show, it's called Unscripted.
Okay.
It's on it's on Showmax, yes? It's on Showmax. I played Omusi. Omusi, when you say what character would I go back to play, I would have said Omusi, although her ending, she had a very traumatic end, and I don't want to be in her shoes. That's why I didn't bring her up,
Okay.
It's an amazing story people need to see, it has a reality show background, and my character thrived, and she moved from different aspect to different aspect, and each and every character is a reflect. When you watch it, you can find yourself somewhere, or you can quite agree or share a narrative, that is going on, and it has a lot of heat that would keep you at the edge of your seat. And I feel you guys need to take a look at it. You would love Omusi, you would love her. And another thing I appreciate about her is the fact that she is very passionate about friendship, and she holds her friends to their words. If they go against it, like break her trust, she finds it really hard to take that off. She feels you should be here, you shouldn't have been there, you should be here. So it also teaches people to always give people the best benefit of doubt and try not to be consumed too much with anger, so that way you don't judge someone wrongly. Because in fact, I think it's like a norm in Nigeria where we just sit and then we judge people unnecessarily. Oh, because this person is like this, you just feel, oh, their life is over. They can never have a second child. They can never make it. No.
So in practical terms, what's the most rewarding part of being an actor? Is it the fame part? Of course, you might not think you're really famous yet, maybe, but I know you are, of course, and the ladder can only go up, upwards. So what would you say is the most rewarding part of being an actor?
Nothing beats doing what you love. Doing what you love is like the highlight.
Most rewarding part, yeah?
God have mercy. You cannot trade anything else for that. Because even when you come back with the headaches, with the sleepless nights, with the migraines, with the pains, body pains. I was talking to a producer the day before yesterday. I was telling her, you just go back home and then you feel body pains, but then all you did was just do your job.
Yeah.
So I realized that it takes a lot of mental, because this is like a lot of mental work that you're doing. You're taking it dozens of lines and you're delivering it under maybe a very hot environment or maybe a dress that doesn't quite fit, but you're trying to make sure everything looks good. And the sound is a sound like a mic in your dress that is probably getting hot. It gets really hot, or it's spoiling my shape. Not like I really like that it's coming like this. So there's a lot happening, but in the midst of all that, you're still keeping composure and you're doing that. And when you go back home, you feel the pains. You're not really like upset over the pains. You're like, oh, I smashed that role.
I killed that one.
Oh my God, this character is giving. Do you know what that is?
For you, that
it still takes me back to my 9 to 5 days. When I'll come back, I'll be so miserable, I'll be so tired, I'll be whining, depressed. I'll just be going on and on. Maybe not necessarily depressed, but upset.
You and I quite we never agree that we're depressed.
What's going on? No, I don't think that's gotten that bad, but But I remember many times going on and on about my job. My sister would be like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't like these people. My HR didn't even make work easy for me. So what are we talking about? So the most rewarding thing as an actor is being able to become a character.
Okay.
I'm not trying too hard to form anything. No. I've done my research. I already have a feeling that this character would love to do this, or this is where she's from. This is, let's say she's from Igbo or she's from Yoruba. This is her core. And if I go into that core, I find her, and that is flowing. It's not my life, it's some other person's life. And I feel being able to do justice, and when I'm watching it and it comes out. And another thing I would say, the most rewarding part for I don't know about others, for me as an actor, is being able to see what I did. My darling, we did not shoot that film for you to put it in your laptop or put in your flash drive or shove it under your bed. Kudos to all the producers, the directors, the filmmakers that would call an actor for a gig, and when we're done, we can see it.
They put it out.
Doesn't matter what platform it's out on,
because that's
we can actually see it.
That's the whole lesson.
That's amazing. So because while we were working on this project, we had a dream. We want it to be good, and then when you are done, I know some of us who've done jobs that never saw the light of the day, but it's fulfilling when you turn and look at it. You can you would definitely learn something from it. When you are seeing it, you'll be like, I could have done this like this. So. But it's okay. It still works, as at then. You keep learning from it. So if we don't see the work, we won't know where to take our next step from, or what to improve, or because it's a continuous learning process.
And beside the learning, the feeling of just seeing, because as creative, it means we are creating something from nothing. Generally, we're like co-workers with God. So the feeling for me, just sitting back and watching my brainchild watch something I've created, that fulfillment alone, you can't equate it to anything.
Thank you.
So for me, I think this is what it is. I get it. I've been getting you all along. All right. So let's talk about something so deep and personal now.
Okay.
Now, in the industry, we know that, of course, we're all in the industry, so we know that there's been occasion where sexual harassment has been like a big deal way back then. It still does happen, yeah. In your personal space and in this years of experience in the industry, have you personally had encounters where, of course, sexual harassment comes in different forms? Could be from people you're working with in the industry and all that. Have you experienced any?
Well, not really. I wouldn't say, yeah, because. Well, I mean, I'm a fine girl.
You are
Come
a
on
fine
now.
girl.
Hey, 10 over 10, O'Shea, minus nothing. Yes, I mean, I'm a fine girl. There will definitely be advances, and how I choose to respond, like I said, I'm a very diplomatic person. I'm not just going to be all rude and all, yeah. It's either body language or, you know, putting it as subtle as I can, or in fact, body language works more because the way you're giving the person space, they'll get the idea that, okay, you're not like really
into that, yeah.
Yes, but I know like there's been a couple of times where you find people in the industry interested to like, you know, have a thing, and I know I'm an adult. I know how to handle, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
I've never like had a situation where I'm like, oh, I'm in a relationship with a co-worker or a filmmaker so far, because of it has never crossed my mind. To me, I just felt it's not really, I've not really like put my head space there. I'm one of those people that I feel, okay, workspace relationship might not work, you know, but over time I've grown to understand that relationship is just basically two people who like each other honestly and would want to kick off something. So as adults, we should be able to like have a conversation, and as a lady, you are wooed and you love the wooer.
Okay.
Definitely, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I have not had a situation where I had to like do something because
because
I wanted a role
to do that
or anything. I've never been in that space. I don't have like any relationship in the industry so far. So
we're almost at the end of the show. So, but before we let you go with this plenty energy, which we're loving, any upcoming project that you know you're currently working on and your fans should be looking forward to? Okay,
so Legally Available is dropping on Royal Art TV today. And starring is Tana Adelana Brian, myself, and Nonso. It's a beautiful story and other amazing actors. You know, you should check that out on YouTube. And Sin, oh my God, Sharon, which is my character, is currently showing on, in fact, it's going to show today. Today is Friday, right?
Yeah.
Today on African Magic Showcase channel 151 by 8:30 p.m. So you should also check that out and watch out for Sharon. Sin is an amazing series, and you have like your favorite stars from Wura also there. We have Ray, we have Rhoda, Albert, that's Paulina, and then other amazing actors on the same project, okay? And of course, we are kickstarting the season 2 of Brenda and Ralph. A lot of you have been sending DMs and like, when is the season 2 coming? So we are working on the season 2. And if you haven't seen the season 1, please go to YouTube and check out Ralph and Brenda, okay? And other exciting projects are also coming your way. Hey, God, I beg. Follow me on my social media handles. Tersy Akpata, that's the name, TERSYAKPATA. And then you're going to get all the updates on upcoming projects that you should see. And then, of course, Wura is still showing. Wura season 2 is still showing, and you can binge the episodes you haven't on Showmax. Binge the episode of Unscripted, which I played Omusi in, and enjoy the amazing show on Showmax as well. And binge the first 9 episodes of Sin on Showmax as well. So thank you so much,
If
Jay,
I leave this chick, she's already taking over the show.
No vex, no
and
vex.
this energy.
No vex, no vex.
Don't worry, no vex. And the energy is beautiful, all right?
Thank you.
We can only wish you the very best here on the Creative Joint. Like I said earlier, off camera, we're truly proud of what you're doing and what you're able to achieve right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you heard from this amazing firebrand, energetic, an amazing creative personality we have on the show today. Tersy Akpata is in here. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
I can't say this enough. All right. So thank you. We hope to bring you back sometime, maybe when we have some other big project.
No problem.
We're always here to announce it. All right. All the very best.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So my name here, JayDany. It's been amazing presenting. So just before we go, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do so. Hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Tell us generally what you think about the show, what we should be doing next. And if you're also a creative person, you want to be on the show, kindly reach out to us and we will be available to work with you. All right. And for our guests, just do well to check her out. Follow her on social media and all other platforms to see what she does. And I'll see you in the next one. JayDany here signing out. Peace out.